Good morning, class. Today I'm going to be explaining lesson 19. Very, very important that you all get your books out and open them to page 101, 102. Okay, very, very important, y'all. This is a very, very important lesson, and I cannot stress how important that you all have to read everything and understand the concepts that are being introduced, okay? So we have lesson 19. I'm going to read inflected endings, you all. The very top. One of the most basic building blocks of the English language is the use of inflected endings. These are the endings attached to root words which indicate plurals, various verb forms, possessives, and contractions. Practice the sample sentences and word list on your machine as you go through this lesson. So very, very important that you all understand what it is that you need to write on your machine. Practice the sample sentences and word lists on your machine as you go through this lesson. So have your dictionaries on. I can't stress how important it is. The most common inflected endings are ES, ED, and ING, okay? These inflections are generally formed by adding the final S, final D, final G as a separate stroke. So very, very important that you'll understand that you got to come back. So well, let's say the word is dogs, you got to come back D-O-G, come back final S. If the word is baked, he baked a cake, bake, come back D. The inflected ending is ED, so you come back D. Raining outside, rain, come back G. Inflected ending is up here, the G for raining. Baked, the D is the inflected ending. Dogs is the final S. Inflected means you got to come back on that second stroke, okay? So now they're going to talk. Final S is added to the root word to make a singular noun into a plural, or to change an infinitive form of a regular verb into a third person singular. The final S, which is this side, the right side of the machine, you all, final S, okay? Notice I'm on the right side. If I write the initial, that's is, it's final S. Is added to the root word to make a singular noun into a plural, or to change an infinitive form of a regular verb into a third person singular. The final S is used whether the inflected form is spelled with an S or an ES, okay? Whether it ends in just S or ES. An example, backs and boxes. So backs, B-A-K, come back S. Backs, box, B-O-X, come back final S. So one ends in an S only, one ends in an ES. So you come back S, S. Doesn't matter, okay? The Stened Cat Dictionary will translate the word correctly. So making a noun plural. The car was old. The cars were old. Fire scares me. Fires scare me. Notice that one is normal and one is plural, okay? They talk too much. She talks too much. Okay, so one is singular. The verb is singular. The band play too loud. The bands play too loud. The band plays too loud. So notice in one it's just singular, normal, and then it's cars, more than one car. Fire, more than one fire. Talk, talks. Play, plays, okay? So practice writing the following. So we have the root word is back, okay? B-A-K, back, come back final S, backs, okay? I'm gonna minimize myself. I want y'all to really see the notes, okay? So we've got bat, and then in English it's bat. So B-A-T, come back final S. The root word is hope. She hopes to be there. Hope, come back final S. Okay? We've got car is the root word. Car, come back final S. Okay? We've got stop is the root word, and then inflected ending with the S is stops. The inflected ending is S for stops. Okay? We've got wait and then waits. Wait is the root word. Waits is the inflected S. Notice I'm on the final side of the machine. It's an ending. We've got win and then wins. Okay, the root word is win, inflected ending S for wins, okay? Make sure that you all understand the difference. We've got work is the root word. Works is the inflected ending S, okay? So notice I'm coming back with the second stroke to make that ending. So now we've got root word box, B-O-X, and then I have to make it boxes. Box, come back, final S. Just the S. I don't have to write ES. It's just S. Dance, and then dances. Okay, root word is dance, and then dances. Okay, you've got buzz is the root word, buzz, and then buzzes. Buzz, come back, final S. It's on the final side. You don't write ES, you just, S will take care of everything, okay? You've got force is the root word. Forces, force, come back, final S. Notice I'm on the final side, okay? You've got horse is the root word, and then horses. Horse, come back, final S. You've got horse is the root word, course. And then how many courses are you taking? Course, come back, S. Okay? You've got curse is the root word. Curses, she curses a lot. Curse, come back, final S. Nurse is the root word. Nurses, nurse, come back, final S. Okay? Notice that I don't have to write ES, it's just final S. And then at the bottom of page 101, it is recommended that you add Z, final Z, on the same stroke to represent final S on words ending in D, final D. This is an easy stroke. It is difficult to come back for the S when a word ends in D and no conflicts are created. So this is just telling you if a word ends in a DS, you can write DZ. So grads, G-R-A-D-Z. Fads, pick up the one stroker, F-A-D-Z, fads. Lens, L-E-N-D-Z. Okay, all one stroke. Grades, G-R long A-D-Z. Fades, F long A-D-Z. Thirds, T-H-I-R-D-Z. All of those end in a D-S, write D-Z. Think of the Z as an S. Okay, very important that y'all understand that. And then we've got the inflected ending final D. Final D is used to form the past tense of a word. You will notice that some words add an ED to the root word to form the past tense. An example, worked. Work, come back, ED. Some words add only a D to the root word, forced, and other words double the final consonant of the root word before adding the ED. Okay, use the D in all cases. The StenEd Cat Dictionary will translate the correct spelling. So make sure that when you're writing in this lesson that you have your dictionaries on. It really helps out. Okay, so they talk too much. Talk is the root word. They talked. Let's write talk and then talked. Come back D. Did they ban the book? So ban. And then banned. The book was not banned. B-A-N, come back D. Because remember, if I were to write the D in the same stroke, that's band. That's a word. Music band. So band, come back D. You've got to come back with everything D, D, D. So we've got the bands play at night. So play is the root word. Played, the bands played at night. Play, come back D. Okay? Did you tie it up? Tie is the root word. It is tied up. Tie, come back D. You've got to come back every time with that D. Not ED, just D. Okay? So here are some words. Present, past, English. So back is the root word. Bat, and then it comes out in English. Bat is the root word. Batted, B-A-T, come back D. Box, and then boxed. Dance, and then danced. Fear, and then feared. Okay? Notice I'm coming back with those the words that end in ED. Force, forced. Hope, hoped. Curse, cursed. Going on to the second column. Mar is the word, marred. Nurse, and then nursed. You're just coming back with the D. Pad, padded. Pit, pitted. Pull is the root word, pulled. Stop, stopped. Okay, notice that one has just the regular word, the other has the ed ending, you just come back D. Wait is a root word, waited, come back D. Work, worked. Okay, got to come back with all of those second strokes when they end in an ed. The inflected ending G. So this is G. So we've already learned this concept, okay? You learned it early on, inflected endings. It says final G is used to add ing to a word. Most words ending in ing are verbs. You will notice that some words add ing to the root word. An example, fearing. Some words drop a final E before adding the ing. Dancing, in other words, double the final consonant of the root word before adding the ing. Example, patting. Use the final G in all cases. Don't worry, just come back with the final G. StenEd will change it in English for you. The StenEd Cat Dictionary will translate the correct spelling, okay? So we have care is the root word, caring. Come back G, care, come back G. See, I wrote it in one, so it's not going to come out. You got to come back with the final G. You've got their team wants to win, so win. And then winning, you got to come back. Otherwise, it's going to be wing. You got to come back in the second stroke. His hair is thin, and then thinning. His hair is thinning. Thin, come back G. Have to come back or it's not going to change it. It'll be thing. So you've got to come back second time. Did they rob the bank? Rob. And then she was robbing the bank. Rob, come back G. Got to come back with that second stroke, okay? And so here's some words. I'm just going to write the inflected endings. You all have to realize that you've got to come back with that second stroke, okay? So we've got back, and then backing, come back G. Bat, and then batting, come back G. Dance, and then dancing, come back G. Fear, fearing. You've got force, and then forcing. Hope, and hoping. I'm coming back, all the words that end in G, ing, I come back G. Cough, coughing. Okay. Learn, learning. Pad, padding. Come back. Place, placing. Pull, pulling. Gotta come back, you all. Can't stress how important this is. Scare, scaring. Sorry about the screen. And then you've got stop, stopping. Thrill, thrilling. You've got wait, waiting. You've got work and working. Okay? Notice that I came back on with all these endings, that anything that ended in an ing, I came back final G. Okay? You have to come back in the second stroke. Inflected ending G, you come back with the G. Anything that ends in an ed or a D, you come back D. Anything that ends in an S or ES, you come back final S. It's on the final side of the machine because it's a word ending. And so you have word exercises on 19-1, okay? And so make sure, let's go ahead, and I'm going to cover 104 through 105, okay, just because they're that important. I'll use this as the lecture for them. You're supposed to read it for your homework assignment, but I'm going to go ahead and cover it, okay? Just so you guys get explanation of this lesson. I think it's so important, you all. So over on 104, since you have to read it for homework, it says, the inflected forms of single stroke briefs with no vowels are written by adding the final S, the final D, or final G, because they're inflected endings, on the same stroke as the base word. As you can see, I'm on page 104, from the high frequency word inflections below, no conflicts are created. So you all, so sometimes if you have a brief, which is a shortcut of a word, If it doesn't have a vowel, you can actually include the ending with that. So ask is a brief. I would make flashcards on all these words on page 104 because they're so important. So ask is written SK. So if I write asks, you can write the ending with it because there's no vowel in there. Very important, you all. Asks. Asked, SKD. Okay, you can add it. Asking, SKG. So make sure that you write flashcards for ask. This is a new brief they're introducing you to. Will is just HR. Wills, HRS. Willed, we were willed lots of money, HRD. Willing, he was willing to go, is HRG. You can't do this with the others, but you can do these with the briefs because they have no vowels. Be by itself is just PW. Being, he was being mean, BG, you all. You can add that ending. Have is SR. Can I have having in a stroke? Yes. Usually because there's no vowel, I can add the ending over here. Other words which do not require a separate stroke for an inflected ending. So you have doing is D-O-I-N-G. These words are written just as is. Going, G-O-I-N-G. You got to write them just like they are. Done is D-O-E-N. Goes, G long O-Z. Laid, L long A-D. Okay. You've got paid, P long A-D. Said, S long A-D. Those words are written just as they are. Make some flashcards for these words as well, you all. Now it says words ending in I-N-G-S are written as follows. So this is the ings, the I-N-G-S. So buildings is going to be build and then just G-S, you all. Because the G represents the I-N-G, put the S with it. It's ings. You're going to add the S. You've got clippings. Clip, come back, G-S. Dealings. Deal, come back, G-S. You've got feelings. I had feelings for her. Feel, come back, GS. Findings. Find, come back, GS. Hearings. Hear, come back, GS. Okay, very important. You've got killings. Kill, come back, GS. Meetings. Meet, come back, GS. Rulings. Rule, come back, GS. So you're just adding the S to make it plural. It's an ing for the G. The S makes it plural. Okay? And then comparative and superlative forms of adjectives, the ER and EST words. So we got to know how to write these words. Comparative and superlative forms of adjectives are added as separate strokes. The most efficient way to write these words is to write the base word and then in the next stroke write the ending. So we have the base word or root word is big. So you're going to write B-I-G. Comparative, when you're comparing it to something, it's bigger. So big, come back, ER. The biggest, though, the biggest dog, big, come back, ES, asterisk. ES asterisk because S asterisk is your ST ending. Okay? So dull, duller, dull-est. Gotta know how to write these words. Here we go. I'm just going through your word list there. Long, longer, longest. Okay? ES, S asterisk is your ST. You've got nice, nicer, nicest. Got to know how to write all those. Quick, quick, quicker, quickest. ES asterisk. You've got to put the asterisk or it won't change it. Rich, richer, richest. You have to know how to write all these comparative outlines, superlative outlines. Anything that ends in an EST ending is going to be ES asterisk. Sharp, sharper, sharpest. Okay. Short, short. He was shorter, and then he was the shortest in the class. Slow, slower, slowest. Tall, taller, tallest. Okay? Very important that y'all realize that compare something, you're going to write the ER ending. It's just ER. EST to the superlative, the most of the words, ES asterisk, okay? And it says at the bottom of 104, when a comparative adjective has a double consonant before the ER ending, you drop the second consonant. Example, the word bigger is written big, come back ER. Not bigger, it's just big, come back ER. Superlative adjectives also drop the second consonant in a double consonant word. Example, biggest is big, come back ES asterisk, not biggest. You just write big first and then the ending. Use your right index finger to stroke the asterisk. Asterisk S is used for the word ending ST. This will be covered in more detail in lesson 24. Okay, so the ES, you all, so when you're writing tallest, tall, and then you're going to write ES is ES asterisk, and you're writing the asterisk with your right index finger, okay? When the sound of Y is heard before the ER or EST, write the Y in your notes. So anytime you all have the, I always think of it this way. Whenever you have an I word, like IER, it's an ending, the Y takes the place of the I, okay? So that helps me to remember. So let's write cozier, and it sounds like it, cozier. Coziest, coziest. Okay? So notice, crazier is crazier. The Y sounds like it, crazier. Craziest, craziest. Y-E-S asterisk as asterisk because that's your EST ending. Easier is easier. Easiest, Y-E-S asterisk. Okay? We've got lazier, lazier. And then you have laziest, laziest. Okay? The Y takes the place of the I. Luckier, luckiest. Read everything to yourselves, okay? Going on, page 105. Real important lesson, you all, because there's a lot of principles covered in here, theory principles that you really need to know. And so it says other words ending in ER, nouns ending in ER. Nouns and other words ending in ER form the same way as comparative adjectives. So matter is mat, come back ER. Locker, lock, come back ER. Summer, some, come back ER. Flicker, flick, come back ER. Okay? When there are two different consonants directly before the ER ending, it is preferable to write both consonants on the first stroke and ER as a second stroke. However, if the fingering is difficult, you may break the word between the two consonants, example, blunder or blunder. So it's totally how you all want to write it. So blunder, you can write blunder or blunder. And I misstroked it, didn't I? Yes. So you can write blunder or blunder, whichever you like, okay? I think I'm going to I like writing it blunder, just end it in ER. Chapped-er, charge-er, farm-er, tender, went-er, okay? Words with outlines ending in ER may add the inflected S-E-D-I-N-G on the same stroke. Example, blunders. So you can write, if you're going to write blunders, you can add the ERS, okay? Very important you all understand this. Blundered, blund, and then ERD. Because remember, that's still a word ending. The ER is an ending, so add the D, add the S with it. You've got blundering, blundering, ERG. If the outline does not end in ER, use a separate stroke for the inflections, e.g. blunders. So blund, because it's not ending in just ER, it's a D now. Der, come back S. That's why I would just use the ER. I like that. If the middle consonants will not both fit on the first stroke, or if the second consonant is clearly sounded in the syllable with the ER, combine it with the ER on the second stroke. So you have butler. Just break it up. Butler. Banker, golfer, stickler, okay? Words ending, real important here, words ending in ER written as follows. So cater is cater, caterer, caterer. Gotta know that, you all. Make sure you understand this. Loiter is loiter, loiterer is loiterer. Anytime you have the RER, it's going to give you the ER in English. So you got to memorize that, okay? And then I love page 105, words ending in VER and FER. All these words, you have to write them as they are. Remember, anything that's in a bracket, you have the choice of whether you want to write it one stroke, one way, or the other. As long as it's in a bracket, you can pick either one. So all of these strokes can be written in one stroke. Remember, if it's a V, you put the F asterisk. If it's an F, you just leave the F as it is. So the first column, braver, is a V, so you add the asterisk. And you can write them all in one stroke. Very important. Words ending in a vowel plus VER or FER may be written in one stroke, i.e. the word braver may be written braver or braver. Just pick up the one stroke. Briefer may be written briefer or briefer, one stroke. Pick up one stroke, y'all. Really, it's early on in your training. So clever is KLEVR, cover, KOVR, diver, D long IVR, driver, D long RVI, fever, F long EVR. You've got liver, LIVR, lover, LOVR, all one stroke. Mover, M long U, FR, and it's an F because it's a V. Never, I would pick whatever you like better. Never, over, quaver, quiver, river, savor, sever, shiver, sliver. So just remember that, you all. Sorry, preponderance came out. Sliver is SLIVR. You have to put the asterisk because a V is an F asterisk, okay? Second column, they're just F words. So briefer, you don't put in the asterisk for the V. It's briefer like that. Buffer, differ, lifer, loafer, offer, proofer, one who proofs, roofer, safer, staffer, stiffer, suffer, cipher, gopher, defer. Now notice, defer, prefer, refer, those are all long E, but we're writing them shorty. Defer, prefer, refer. It says at the bottom of 105. You will note that words with the first syllable, D, pre, and re, are written with a shorty, okay? Make sure that you know that, okay? Refer, defer, they're written with the shorty, okay? And then you have that's it, you all. So make sure that you go over this lesson, that you read everything to yourselves. I skimmed through it and I'm going over everything, but quickly, but I just wanted to explain it. There's a lot of theory principles in here that are very important, and you need to read it and make sure you understand it. And really, I can't tell you enough how important it is, okay? And so what we're going to do now is we're just going to go over some of the words from last night's homework assignment. And so find a focal point. And here we go. This is going to be some phrases, okay? Phrases. Very important that you all know these, okay? Get your machines out. Make sure you have your dictionaries on. Here we go. It is. There is. Must be. You have. They can. It is. It can. You can. I have. Could have. can be as much, too much, as much, I have, could have, can be, it is, as much, too much. Okay? It can, make sure you know these and that you're making your flashcards, you all. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dictate, and this is going to be 18-2, the paragraph. So remember, when I'm writing and I paragraph, you all can do this too. Paragraph is PF, initial P, final F, and it'll take you to a new paragraph, okay? So make sure that you all understand that. And let's write some of these words. I'm going to dictate the paragraphs, and this is going to be 50, 60, and 70. So let me give you some words that come out. Whose, K or W-H-O-Z, whose, promote, 2 strokes. Justice is just, is. You've got where is W-R, initial W-R, women, W-I-M. W-I-M for women, plural. Other is O-E-R asterisk, other. Provide, 2 strokes. Notice it's short O, P-R-O. Must, M-U-S asterisk. Min, M-E-N. They can is T-H-E-K. Known, there's no other known, N long O-N. Okay? And I'll start dictating. I'm at 18-2. Sorry, not 18-2, 18-3, you all, 18-3. Sorry, I went to the wrong place, okay? But this isn't bad. It's 50, 60, 70, and thing is T-H-I-N-G. You have enough is N-U-F. Really pretty basic, okay? So this is going to be 18-3 at 50 words per minute. And just remember, PF is for a new paragraph. Budget is B-U-J-T. Kind of a hard stroke, but it's, you can write that. Budget, B-U-J-T. Too much, T-A-O-F-P. 50 words a minute, you all. Make sure that you write everything that I'm dictating, okay? Here we go. I often go to town to shop. I have gone every day this week. Every time I try to find a good buy. It can be hard to find even a few, but I can spend as much time as I need. Before I go to shop, I try to think of what I can use. I do not buy a thing because it is new this year. It must have a use for me. If it is not a thing I can use now, I will not buy it. I know some men buy a thing if it is new. Not I. I have made up my mind to buy only enough, but not too much. In this way, I can stay within my budget. I never spend more than I have to. Most of us could have more if we would spend with more care. Yes, you can do it too. Make sure you all are putting in your periods, question marks, commas. And this is at 60, you all. I often go to town to shop. I have gone every day this week. Every time I try to find a good buy, it can be hard to find even a few, but I can spend as much time as I need. Before I go to shop, I try to think of what I can use. I do not buy a thing because it is new this year. It must have a use for me. If it is not a thing I can use now, I will not buy it. I know some men buy a thing if it is new. Not I. I have made up my mind to buy only enough, but not too much. In this way, I can stay within my budget. I never spend more than I have to. Most of us could have more if we would spend with more care. Yes, you can do it too. Okay, and so make sure that you all practice everything. And so now I'm going to go, I was going to go up to 70, but I think I won't. I'll go on to 18.4, and I'm going to, it'll be 50 and 60, okay? 50 and 60, 18.4. Make sure that you all check your, you can go with the book, check what you're writing, and see if you're getting everything, okay? So this is going to be some words that come out. 18-4, you've got fight comes out, F long I-G-T. You have they should, T-H-E-R-B-D. Very important, these little phrases. I could is I-K-D. They should, T-H-E-R-B-D. I said, I-B-S. Yes, I-B-S. Thought, T-H-A-U-G-T. Okay? And this is going to be at 50 words a minute. The man was about to go when his friend first saw him. The friend told the man to wait for him. The man did not want to be late, so he did not stop. He just went to his car and got in. I could see that this made the other man mad. I said to my pal that I thought we should go because there may be a fight. We did not want to get near a fight. Just as we left, we saw the friend run over the hill and start to hit the first man in the back. The first man hit back. All at once, we saw a girl come out of a house. She ran over to the men, and she said she did not want to see them fight. She saw the fight start. She did not like to see men she knew fight at all. They should make up. They should not make so much out of such a small thing. After this, the two men shook hands and went off. I could see that one of them would have a black eye and the other was still mad. I think it was all sort of odd. And so let me write some words for you. You've got odd is AUD, you all. No, OD. OD is odd, okay? At once is TWUNS, at once. Other is OERT asterisk or OER asterisk. And this is going to be at 60 words a minute. Make sure you're included all your punctuation. The man was about to go when his friend first saw him. The friend told the man to wait for him. The man did not want to be late, so he did not stop. He just went to his car and got in. I could see that this made the other man mad. I said to my pal that I thought we should go because there may be a fight. We did not want to get near a fight. Just as we left, we saw the friend run over the hill and start to hit the first man in the back. The first man hit back. All at once we saw a girl come out of a house. She ran over to the men and said she did not want to see them fight. She saw the fight start. She did not like to see men she knew fight at all. They should make up. They should not make so much out of such a small thing. After this, the two men shook hands and went off. I could see that one of them would have a black eye and the other was still mad. I think it was all sorts of odd. So make sure that you go over 18-4. And so here we go, you all. I'm going to end it off with some phrases, okay? Very important that you all know your phrases. I cannot stress how important that is. Here we go. Here we go, you all. It is, it can, you can, I have, could have, can be, as much, too much, in the, to be, it was, would have, so much, at once, they should, we should, I could, it was, would have, at once, it is, too much, you can, it can, I have, can be, as much, there is, must be, you have, they can, I have, it can, so much, I could, in the, to be, it was, they should, we should, so much, would have, at once, to be, they should, we should, would have, in the, It was. Okay, cover those, make your flashcards. Have a great day, you all, and make sure that you're listening to your labs and lectures. I can't stress how important that is. Have a great day, you all.